What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel on the Rutgers Dynasty mode, heading into year 7 of this rebuild, trying to make it to the finals, win the title, restore Rutgers to the top best team in college football. If you're enjoying the series, I normally don't ever ask this in the beginning, but hey, drop a comment, leave a like if you would like, if you're enjoying it. But here we are in year 7, looking at the chart of it so far. As you can see, started off good, dipped, hit an all-time low, and started bouncing back. Second to the last year of this contract. We'll see how that goes. At first, recruiting. I got some of the recruiting done. Yes, we have a lot of targets spread out. I just have some points into the Abbott just to see. Dennis Edmond, we didn't make the cut for him. He's already in the top 8. Some of these guys I didn't put a scholarship on for some reason before I advanced the week, just to get to the next week so I can put the hours into some of them. So, once again, I'm really bad at recruiting and fell behind a little bit. James Forrest, I put a scholarship on him even before the week, but we didn't make the cut. So maybe that changed, maybe it doesn't. But Lamont Kuhn, we have one on for him. Offensive lineman, you already know. We're at the top of them for pretty much all of them. So we'll see. Centers, not really, but I just want to see if I can get a 5-star. D tackles or DNs. This is where we are loading it up for this year, and we are number 1 for a lot of them. So Paul Spielman, definitely want to get him. Cameron Hippenhammer, great name. We are number 1 for him. This is my number 1 defensive guy I want to get. And then we got Bryce Blackson second, and then Everett Sabari and Jamie Coffey. I don't think we're going to get them, but we're just going to leave them there for now. Outside linebackers, Vincent and Boyette. They both want to come here. Definitely going to try to get them. Kenyon and Metropolis, looks like they don't want to come to us, so it doesn't matter. Joe Montgomery wants to come here, so I threw a little bit into him. Corners, definitely want to get them. George Isaac, he hasn't put us on the top board yet. I mean, look at all the teams that are there. Playing time is number 1, so I don't know why not. Why wouldn't he want to come here? But I don't think we're going to be out of Oregon, but it's worth a shot. Tootin and Dennis do want to come here, so definitely put points into them just to see how we progress with them. Team schedule this year. Starting it right off the bat at Washington. I believe we finished at Washington last year, or was that 2 years ago? I think it was last year. Then we're going up against this universe's in rival, Syracuse, because they love stealing my players. So I put them on the schedule. Everybody else I didn't touch. I just put Syracuse in there, and technically it was a tougher team than the one that I took out. They were like 79 rating or something like that. I think it was like UConn or something. A really bad one. So I put Syracuse in there. Then Kansas State, Northern Illinois. Then we got UCLA, Maryland, Nebraska, Illinois, Wisconsin, USC, Minnesota, and Michigan State. So we're not going against Ohio's, the Michigans, the Oregons this year. So who knows how this team is going to play? We will see on that aspect of it. Depth chart. This is how it's going to start for us this year. Brody Morris, even though he's hit his peak and everything, as of right now, he does have 90 awareness, so he does. I believe that does matter in simming, so he is our starting guy. Depending on how that goes, I won't hesitate. I will not hesitate to try MacArthur. Well, first Hyde will go in there, then MacArthur. I will not hesitate to put those guys in there because they're 79 overalls. They're right there. Running backs. Rawls is starting for us. That's how it is. That's how it will be. Warmack will be the backup because Rawls, he is a true freshman. He's an 81 overall. I mean, he has better physicals already. then Warmack, and he already has a couple more physicals, especially Platinum Natural. Durant, I have him right now as the third running back behind Warmack, just because he's an elusive running back. He already have some physicals, and I believe I put him in there as the power back. So he is definitely there. Lamont, he's just the fourth running back. Fullback, Gaddis is starting, redshirt freshman. Receiver and core, we are looking nice. We do have two seniors, Cave and McClellan, but I mean 86, 84, 83, 83, 81, 80. We have we definitely have some good receivers here. Definitely do. We have a chance to absolutely do something. Moncrief, old quarterback turned receiver, amazing. And then tight ends, we got Larry Genius. He came back. A genius move by him. He does have outside shield on gold. Same thing with Jamie Hodgins. So we do have a couple good tight ends here. Slow off the bat, but they will get rolling. Senior year for Larry. Hopefully we can get some more passes. This is where I have it switched up just a smidge on the O-line. Javier Dugans, he is starting at left guard just because he's technically a couple overall higher than Vollers, and awareness and pass blocking is a little bit better. It's pretty much the same overall, but I have him starting there. We'll monitor that because Rhodes is our starting guard over here. I mean, he has a couple physicals already. I mean, he's an 84 playing up to an 86 already. Center, I mean, Jeremiah Patton. I mean, look at all those physicals. I know they're bronze, but he has all those physicals. Pay, he is backing up the redshirt freshman, so we have that rolling for the centers. I mean, look at all those redshirt offensive linemen we have. Slaughter is starting at right guard this year, 84 overall. And then the senior of the offensive lineman, Jason Bad News. He's starting here. I mean, he has platinum inside shield, ground and pound on gold. Defense, Levi, senior. He's starting out here. We got him as one of the captains. Wedding is backing up behind him because we do have Hurt starting on the left side, or excuse me, the right side. He is a bit of a higher overall than Wedding, so he is out here starting. Defensive tackles a little light here, but we got Tracy and Nate, so I mean we're pretty good here. We got gold takedown, gold recruit, gold natural option disruptor. We have that. Same thing as last year. McDougal, we have him slid over to the left side just for now, just to see how it goes, because awareness is up there, tackling, play rec. It is higher. He is playing as one overall higher, so we will see here. Middle linebackers. I mean, Whipple is starting right now just because awareness is a little bit higher. I know Heinrich is playing and a little bit higher over an overall. We'll keep an eye on that, but as of right now, that's how it's rolling. Handy, I mean, I can put him up playing on the outside, but right now, it will be more like this because Schneck is the starting or the backup right outside linebacker behind Bo McDonald. I mean, look at that blow up, grip breaker, outside disruptor, inside disruptor. We got 2 more years of that of Bo McDonald out here. Hopefully he grows a lot. Cornerbacks, we got 2 seniors leaving us right now, Shatu and Scheitz, but we do have Woods, Nigel, and Ruffin. They are going to be starting out here. Free safeties, we got Ben Brockle and Armour. Armour is definitely backing up. I want him to get some playing time. I mean, he does have higher awareness, but we'll see how it goes, how the defense goes throughout the season. We'll keep an eye on that. Mayberry is starting out here, so that is cool. Then, kickers, punters, kick returners, specialty positions. We're pretty much good on that. All right, after the first week, we are going up against Washington in this week's matchup, but let's see how we're doing here. We do have 15 hours left. We moved up on him. Receivers, we moved up big time on Marco. Receiver-wise, screw it, let's give him 10 more points. We put 10 points on Nick Stabellin, but, I mean, we haven't moved an inch. I mean, we don't really need, we do need receivers, so Marco might be the top guy. Forrest has locked us out, so we'll move on from him. Kuhn, we moved to number 1. We're still number 1 on these guys. Eagles locked us out. That's fine. We moved up to number 2 for Kennedy, but right to number 1 for Calvin. That is amazing. DNs, we are all number 1. Sabari, he locked us out. Coffee still is open to it, but I don't think we're going to get him. Still number 1 on those guys. Hip and Hammer, absolutely. Let's give him 10 more points. We need to close out on that deal fast. Keenan, he closed us out. Colt, he's still open to it, but we are both open on those guys at number 1. Number 1 for Montgomery. We moved up on Isaac. That is great. We moved up to number 7. I know we can keep making progress on that, especially if we beat Washington. Still number 1 for those two, and that's pretty much about it. Like I said, let's get into it. Year 7, Game 1 against the Washington Huskies. They are coming to us. Screw it. First uniforms of the year. All black. Let's go. Here we are. First game of Season 7. Starting out on defense. It is perfect. We started... we had last year the best defense in the country, and we are starting off the first quarter hot, 21-7. Beautiful. They get a touchdown, though. We go down and score right back. Ooh, it's 14. Wow, what a scoring first half of a game. I could barely keep up speaking. We get 5 touchdowns in the first there, all through the passing. Brody's having an amazing game, 80% completion here. Rawls, as usual, our running game is struggling, but passing, we are on fire. Rawls has 25 receiving yards there. McClellan, Coker. Hey, even the old the old quarterback has a catch for 25 yards. Not bad. Moncrief, Warmack has a catch. Not bad. Blocking, how we do him. Duggins, he's let up 1 sack. That's okay. How's our defense doing? Not much, really. Pass deflection. We have 2 fumble recoveries, though, but a forced fumble by Ben Brockle. So I'll take it. Not bad. But let's slow them down, cut them down in this second half, but continue this game. We get the ball first. We do nothing with it. They go down and get nothing so far at the end of the third, but they still have the ball. They do get a touchdown. They bring it within a touchdown. They go down and tie the game up. Ooh, it is getting close here. Boyos. Let's jump to the next play here. What's happening here? We missed a 53-yarder. They have a chance to go win the game. It is overtime. All right. First game is going into overtime. Let's see what happens here. We get the ball first. We go first and goal. We do get a touchdown. Defense, what do? We let up a 23-yard touchdown. It is now go for 2 for 2. We let up a 25-yard rush immediately. They go for 2. It looks like, wow, we go. Whew. But listen, we answered back. This sucks. Starting off the year not right with a loss. Starting off year 7 with a loss, especially in division. But what do I do here? I'm not blaming anybody, but offense, only 12 rushing yards all game. 429 passing yards, 6 touchdowns, 73% by Brody. I couldn't be more happy with the passing offense right now. Hell yeah. Look at Larry's got 81 receiving yards from that game, but no running game. We let up 3 sacks that game. It was just a gunslinging fight here. We did get 2 fumble recoveries, but the defense wasn't as dominant as it was last year. We gave up 400 passing yards. That is not a good start, especially in conference. Hey, I'll take it. Tim Coker, player of the week, 6 receptions, 110 yards, 2 touchdowns. Not bad. We dropped from 4 to 16 just from that one game. It's going to be us and Syracuse. And let's see how that affected some of our prospects. We jumped right up to number 1 for Marco, so I'll take that. And Kuhn, we're still number 1. Nathan Fyard, we dropped from 1 to 2. Penn State has jumped over us. Um, you know, I'm not fighting. I'm not fighting over Penn State for him. I'll give him up, and we'll take over Felton. Why not? So, boom, boom. We'll take over that. Still, the guards. We are number 1 for both of them. Kind of losing. Calvin Glasky, Glonsky. Wow. We're number 1 for him, up big. All of our DNs, we are up big on them. Chippenhammer, we are up massive on him, so we're chipping away at that. Coffee, he does not want to go to us anymore. Metropolis, cut us out. We are still number 1 on all of our linebackers. We jump up to number 2, though, for Isaac. Oregon is still up there. Listen, I get it. Little John, cut us out. We are still number 1 for both of our corners. Who's ready for visits? Probably a lot of them. Yeah, we are. We do have a lot of visits ready for a lot of these guys. I will wait one more week, see how that affects it. But here we are against our made-up rival. I mean, look at that. All the people they've stolen, they got an 89 overall offense. Damn. But hey, they got to come to us. I don't think I've ever scheduled I should have scheduled a game at their dome. But hey, that'll be next time. Let's crush some orange. Here we go, going against our orange rivals, Syracuse here. Nighttime game. Let's see if we can do something here. Offense. Let's go. Come on, nothing happens here. End of the first quarter, 0-0. A bit of a defensive game, but they do have the ball. They do score first touchdown. They go back down. Nothing. Come on, there we go. We tie the game up 7-7 at halftime. Let's see how we're doing. It seems like it's a defensive game here. I mean, they have 100 rushing yards. What the hell, guys? All right, but one to one right now. Here we are. 1 touchdown, 1 interception. That's what I mean. 54% completion. It's not good, it's not great, but I would like to see some ball running here. It's just not doing it. Javier, though, has given up 1 sack. How's our defense? Any sacks? Couple tackles for losses. 1 interception, though, by Ben Brockle. Absolutely amazing. I mean, didn't he have 2 forced fumbles last game? So that is kind of cool. Their quarterback isn't doing anything either. So it's just a battle of the teams around the quarterback. I mean, they have apparently a better running attack than us. So that is what's doing it for them. But I know we can do it. Come on, guys. They get a safety? Dude, come on. We can't lose on that. They get the ball back. It is 12-7. We go down to get a field goal. Come on. We go down. We get a field goal. It is 20 seconds left. They have the ball. Let's take it one play at a time. They run the ball. A 5-yard rush with no time left on the clock, but the final play. What of a turn of events of that game. 13-12. They had a safety in the third quarter and a field goal. What the hell happened there? Wow, that was crazy. Brody, 1 touchdown to 2 interceptions, 54% completion. Not a strong game by him, neither by the running back. We did have some receiving there, so I'll take it. Larry had 5 catches that game. That might be a career high for in one game. Duggins had 2 sacks given up, so we take notice of that. Tackles for losses, Whipple, not bad. 1 sack that whole game, but we did have an interception, so I'll take that. So was that 2 or 3 turnovers in the last 2 games? I'll take that. But a huge win against our new rival, I would say, because they keep stealing all of our players. But hey, a win's a win. Here we are, week 3. We've moved up to rank 14, but the team that has stolen our 4th rank is Kansas State. I mean, But a turnaround this has been. I mean, it's also been 7 years in this one, so of course they have gotten a lot better players. Um, I'm just going to bail out of Jeremiah Abbott. I don't need him. I don't need a running back. I have so many freshman running backs. I do need the hours for visits, so we are going to start on visits just by who do we have the most leads on? Where can we borrow points from to take away? Like I know Glenkowski, we might win on him, but it is where can we take points to use? Spielman, can I use points from you? And then we'll go based on interest level and well, not interest level, need like as in gem or something like that, where we can find like Cameron Hippenhammer, absolutely. Pro potential for you. We'll get you in an IU pro potential. Where is that one? Here we are. We need to get him in immediately, but I could take those 10 points. Paul Spielman, playing time. Let's get you in here with Hippenhammer. Yours is playing time, absolutely. Now we have 10 points, so we have 2 people coming in on visits so far. I don't want to risk it taking points away from any of those guys. George Isaac, we move up to number 1 on him. Tootin, Wisconsin overtakes us drastically. So, Isaac, are you ready? He is ready. Let's, Tootin, let's take points away from you. Dennis, let's take some points away from you, but still as a backup plan, let's give you 25, 35, or, where is it? I could give you 25 and add an action of a nice little soft sell. So we can gain just a smidge more influence. Where is that one? Here we are. Bada bing. Isaac, let's get you in with the 3 other big guys. Was yours again? Playing time, NIU. Playing time. There we go. Alright, so we have 3 massive visits against the NIU game. But first, we have to take care of Kansas State at Kansas State. So our first away game. It's the game of the week. Here we are at K-State. I don't know if it's our first. I don't remember if it's our first time here at K-State, but we are getting the ball first. And what a tough game. A top 4 opponent. We do strike first, though, with a touchdown. We do strike fast with 2 touchdowns in the first quarter. So let's keep the momentum rolling. Don't give it. There we go. We get 3. They get a field goal. Don't let up any points before half. Okay. All right. 21-3 at half. We are winning on yards. I'll take that against KSU. Their quarterback is a senior, not great. He's a scrambling quarterback. So how many yards does he have running? We need to contain him, boys. But we do good against the rush. But Brody, 75% completion. Just look for the completions. I understand the big plays might be out there, but look for the completions. Nick Rawls, you are having a tremendous game. 8 yards per carry, 10 carries. Keep the damn thing going. 60 yards after contact. He is like a pinball in there. Not bad. O-line, how are we doing out there? Oh, baby. Clean pocket through the first. I'll take it. Defense, you got 2 sacks. Let's keep the pressure on that quarterback. Tackle for losses. Listen, let's get a couple tackles for losses. No interceptions, no nothing. Let's keep a strong defensive game, boys. This is what we're known for. And let's keep it going. Starting off first on defense, they do go down and get a field goal. They do get a touchdown, bring it within 8. That is the end of the third quarter. We need a touchdown out of here, boys. Let's go. There we go. We get it. We bring 15. They do bring it within 8, but we get the ball back and win. There we go. We bounce back. We take out number 4, Kansas State. Hey, I'll take that. It was a low passing game, but 154 rushing yards. We're not a rushing team, but hey, I'll take that. I will take that. How did we do? Their quarterback, I mean, he had the completion, but not the yards. Morris, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, clean game, 63%. Whatever. Rollins, 127 yards. That's a game. Nice. Brody had a rushing touchdown. Bormack had a rushing touchdown. Okay, but hey, I'll take that, Rawls. If you can get 100 yards per game, I'll take that. But hell yeah, 2 rushes of 50 yards or more, we'll take that. Chester had a big game. McClellan, Larry had a couple catches. Rawls had a catch. Sacks. How'd we do? Nothing. Pancakes. Rhodes laying out somebody. Defense. 1 tackle, 2 tackles for losses all game. 2 sacks. Heinrich got a sack. So, all right. Ooh, did Peter? Did Peter get a? Did he have wrap up? Or am I thinking of the? Peter got wrap up halfway through the year, so he got a physical. Peter earned. Okay. Well, listen, we'll keep an eye on that, on how that goes between Whipple and him. But hey, we could keep that up. No interceptions, forced fumbles, or anything like that. Nothing. Listen, a clean game from this team. I'll take it. All right, week 4 here going up against NIU. I was adding captains to the team, and I realized we have a couple injuries out there. Hurt is injured for 3 weeks, and we lost Matt Slaughter. So let's make a little shift to the offensive line. Okay, the only change to the offensive line, Trent has moved up to the starting left tackle spot, so he'll get a few games there starting, and then I moved Duggins to right guard. Those are the only changes to the offense and defensive side with both injuries. Let's go take a look at our recruiting. We get 120 hours here. Wow, looks like we are absolutely losing on Marco Luetta. Texas came bowling out of nowhere, so that is that for him. Nick Steblin, you know what? I'm just gonna get rid of those guys. Prospect list. How we doing with receivers? What do we got? What do we got for interest? We got Stephen Lewis here. Listen, I'll just throw him a scholarship just for us to boost up to the top there. Right now, I'm not worried about that. Kuhn, we are losing him to Penn State right now, but that is not my concern right now. Both guards we are losing right now to Florida and Georgia, or Florida and Penn State. Excuse me, but Glanowski, we are still #1 on him. We can get him on a visit on the bye week. What is his coach prestige? I know it's not the best, but hey, we're working on that. We are working on that. Defense, how are we doing? We are still #1. We still got a visit for Spielman. I mean, we probably did good on that visit. Still #1 on that. Oh no, that visit is this week. Okay. All right. Stefan, let's you know what? First, let's get other people. How we doing on Hip and Hammer? Still #1 on him. Blackson is moving up on that, so let's get him in the bye week. Pro potential. Where is pro potential? There we go. We got 2 more visits we can schedule. Alabama overtook us on Boyette. That is bad. Let's get him in on week 5. See if we can fix that. Vincent. Well, first, let's see the middle linebacker. How are we doing on him? #1, Syracuse is trying to steal him. Fuck off, Syracuse. Montgomery, Coach Prestige. Let's get that going for week 5. We got 25 hours on him. Isaac, we're still #1 on him and #1 on Dennis. Tootin, we did fall back to #3, but like I said, we are not worried about that just yet. Anybody else I can add hours to? The guards I'm not really worried about. Tackles, we are still winning. I mean, Old Miss is trying to catch us on Jennings. Tight ends. Yeah, let's add some hours to Kuhn. Why not? Yeah. I mean, that loss probably messed it up, but hey, we are back to #7. Northern Illinois is coming to our field. We did not have a player of the week. So let's get this done and let's get this game done. What's after NIU? A couple bye weeks. So you know what? Let's wrap up that one more bye week, and then yeah, next video. I don't know how many games I'll do. I'll see how voice and everything's doing, but yeah, let's get into the game. Here we are. It looks like a chilly, cloudy day here in Piscataway. We are starting off with the ball. Let's get it rolling against NIU. We do get on the board first with a touchdown end of field goal, 10-0 after the first quarter. Let's keep it rolling into the second. Nothing here. We do get another back-to-back touchdowns, 24-0 against NIU. It is halftime. Let's take a look at the stats here. Offense, how we doing? 8 for 13, 230, not bad. 61% completions. Running the ball, we're not doing great there. But Chester is having a huge game. 6 targets. 6 catches, 120 yards pretty much. O-line, 1 sack given up by Hess. Why are you in there, buddy? Is Vollers injured? I don't know why Hess is in there. Maybe it's some type of package, but we'll see. Defense, no tackles for losses, but we do have 2 sacks. Not bad. Manny Handy's in there. Not bad. What a great name. Tim Woods does have an interception for us. That is pretty cool. I like interceptions. I like takeaways. That's what great defenses do. Third quarter. All right, 31-0, 34-0, 34-7 here going into the fourth quarter. I know there's a lot of time left, but let's give the backup some time here. It is 34-7. It's a 4 touchdown game. Hopefully we can't. Nothing happens, but hey, we go down and get a touchdown. They get another touchdown. The game ends 41-4. Not a bad fourth game of this episode. Frederick Chester, massive game here. Hey, our rushing yards went up that game, so let's take a look how we did. Offense, pretty good game. Third down could have been better. Absolutely could have been better. Only 2 penalties that game. Let's take a look. Brody, 343. Not bad. I thought I put in the backups unless we just ran the ball throughout the fourth quarter. But hey, 324 that game. 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, 1 sack, 64%. We can work on that. Warmack had a big game that game and a touchdown. Not bad. Seth had a couple of touches and a touchdown. Hey, I'll take that from the freshman. 2 touchdowns, but like I said, from Chester. McClown pretty much just 1 reception from everybody else. Sacks given up. Hess and Bono had given up a sack. Sacks for us. 1 by Deploa. One by Nate Depaloa. Handy got 1. Andy got 1. Whipple and McElroth got 1. McElroth, excuse me. Yeah, McElroth. I'm stupid. I was thinking of Levi. He's already drafted. But a solid game all around for a good team effort. Finishing up 3-1 after 4. Let's get into that bye week and wrap this episode up. Well, I saw a couple commits there already from our recruitment board, but let's take it position at a time. Lewis, we have moved up on, so let's throw some hours in there. Why not? Kuhn is close to committing to Penn State, so hopefully week 6 we can get him in here. Pro potential. Hopefully we can get something from that. Offensive tackles, looks like Ole Miss is taking us out on Jennings. The 2 guards, listen, O-line is solid right now. I don't have many seniors, as you can tell here. 3 people. As of right now, we are getting 3 people, so we will keep that up right now. D-ends, I'm more worried on defense. We are close to getting Spielman. I like that. Duke, well, we're still number 1 at. McCreary, we're still number 1 at. Stefan, we're still number 1 at. Still number one at the big hip and hammer. Blackson, we are number one at. Boyette did commit to Alabama, so I mean, good luck on him. But we do have Larry Vincent right now. Do we have a visit on him? No. Let's get that in immediately. Championship contender. Let's get that meeting done. Montgomery, Syracuse jumped us massively. I hate you, Syracuse. So, Joe Montgomery, let's throw 50 points in on you. See if we can get any. We can move. We can make any progress getting him back. Tootin tooted it up and moved out to Wisconsin. But Dennis and Isaac, we are still number one at. I don't want to lose out on Isaac. Let's get another 10 hours on him. We still have 130 hours. Let's see who needs any visits ready. Jennings needs a visit, but let's just give him more hours. I mean, I can make him week 10, but by then he's already going to commit. So let's just move more hours into him, 25 more. So we got time for 2 visits. Felton can take a visit. Kennedy can take a visit. Let's get Isaac in here. Why not? Week 6. What is he? Championship contender. We got him on here. Dennis. Let's get the other corner in here. Defense it up. Dennis, what is yours? Pro potential. Here it is. Boom. We got 25 hours left. Anyone close? We put 25 hours on him. Felton. Stefan. Yeah, let's just close that out on Stefan. Let's just put 25 hours on him. All right. We have that done. All the recruiting's done for week 5. Let's through 5. Let's see how our season stats are looking, and then let's end it there. 12-2 for Brody, not bad. 65% completion. How's that compared to his other years? Let's take a look for his other years. Last year, 24. So he's on pace for pretty much the same there. 6 sacks. Completion. He's on pace for a better completion percentage, but throwing the ball, pretty much the same. All right. Rushing the ball, let's see. Not bad. 200 yards by the freshman Rawls over these games. Definitely would like to see it above 50 yards per game. Receiving, Chester's having a massive year so far. 400 yards, averaging 100 per game. I mean, we're doing good on that aspect. Sacks, Duggins has given up 3 and pretty much 1 for all the other starters. It looks like, no, Slaughter's injured. Anybody else on the O-line injured? Why'd Hess get in there? I guess it was just a package play or something like that, or he was just all beat up. But hey, he got some playing time. Sack ain't. Everyone gives up a sack. Defense. Whipple is leading out there with tackles. Heinrich is just behind him. Sacks, who's our sack leader? Nobody. Everyone's tied with 1. So we don't have that definitive sack leader. But hey, we got a couple interceptions, people. Prockel did have 2 fumble recoveries, and Heinrich's got a couple fumble recoveries. So we are causing some turnovers. I'll take that. Team stats. Just curious. Big 10, where are we? Offense, we are, wow, surprising. Top 5. Listen, I'll take that. Passing-wise, top 3. Rushing the ball, Schmid. We are, same thing with points. Passing touchdowns, top 5. I'll take that. Defense, we've given up some yardage, so defense isn't doing that great this year. Maybe we can make some changes or something like that next episode. Move people around. I mean, we do have 1 injury, but rushing the ball, we have given up the most rushing yards. Passing is mid, but I don't like that. Points-wise, top 3 in points. Sacks, not there. Fumbles, we are tied for first, and interceptions, we do have a few, but maybe we can make a little changes there on defense just to help secure it up, because going from number 1 to that is a little concerning. But for now, we're off to a good start. Still in the top 10 of the 25, so I'll take that. Please show me the top 25. There we go. We are top 20. We are top 10, like I said. I'll take that. The 1 loss, hey, it happens. It's hard to go perfect, but As long as we hit stride at the right time, that's all that matters. But I hope you enjoyed, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please leave a like, comment, tell me what you think about this team. But until the next time, enjoy your lovely day, and I will see y'all